raven-headed people different from animals. They are nothing but idiots who don't know how to talk. As a result of this harmful action of speech, for 91 kalpas, from the Buddha Vipassana until now, this Brahmana has always fallen into animal rebirths. But at this very moment he obtains bodhi. By his foolishness, he has gone through a very long samsara. However, today in the presence of the Buddha, his mind has been purified and he will obtain deliverance. Sutras of this kind are called extracts and reasons. From where are they extracted? They are called extracts because they are taken from the Tripitaka and the Mahayana Sutras. Why are they called reasons? Because the three events that they tell about serve as justification. 9. Jataka. Stories of previous lives. The lion, the monkey, and the vulture. Once the bodhisattva was a lion living in the forest. He was joined in friendship with the monkey. The monkey entrusted his two little ones to the lion. Then there came along a famished vulture in search of food. Finding the lion asleep, he stole the two little monkeys and went to perch at the top of a tree. When the lion awoke, he searched for the babies and did not find them. Seeing the vulture at the top of the tree, he said, "The monkey had entrusted his two babies to me, but while I was watching them, I was not careful. This is how you took them away and now you have them. I have broken my promise and I invite you to make an agreement. I am king of the animals and you are king of the birds. Our dignities being equal, an exchange can be made." The vulture answered, "You do not appreciate the circumstances. Today I am hungry and weary. Why discuss our similarities and our differences?" Judging that it was impossible for him to gain satisfaction, with his own claws the lion tore off the flesh of his sides and traded it for the baby monkeys. The red fish. Once in time gone by, the entire population was stricken with a disease that turned them yellow and pallid. The bodhisattva then changed into the red fish, gave his own flesh to the sick people and saved them from this disease. The bird that broke a net. Once the bodhisattva was a bird living in the forest. He saw a man sunk in the deep water, a place not frequented by people. The man had been caught in the net of the deity of the waters. Now whoever is taken by this net does not escape. The bird knew the means to liberate him. He went to the perfumed mountain, took a medicinal plant and spread it over the net. The mesh of the net broke and the man was able to escape. There are innumerable stories of this kind where people are saved. They are called jatakas. 10. Vaipulia. Pifoli Vaipulia. In the language of the Tsin, it means developed sutra. These are the Mahayana Sutras, for example. Panjolomi King. Liapolo Li King. Haoshia King. Fahawa King. Fo Penki Yinun King, Yun King. Ta Yun King. Innumerable and incalculable are the sutras of this kind preached for the obtaining of supreme perfect enlightenment. 11. Adbuddha-dharma. Way tsnu Adbuddha-dharma. When the Buddha manifests his many miraculous powers, beings are astonished at these miracles. Thus, at his birth, the Buddha emitted great rays that illuminated the Trisahasramesahasra Lokadhatu and the dark intermediate places. He also illuminated the Trisahasra Mahasahasra Lokadhatus of innumerable Buddhas in the 10 directions. Then, in front of the Buddha's mother there appeared a beautiful clear pool to bathe the Bodhisattva. Brahmadevaraja held a parasol, Sakradevendra washed his body and 2 Nagas each emitted a stream of water. As soon as he was born, the Bodhisattva took 7 steps without anyone's support. Wherever he placed his foot, lotuses grew up. And he said, "I will save all beings from birth, old age, sickness, and death." There was a great trembling of the earth. The gods rained down flowers. The trees emitted sounds and heavenly music began to play. The innumerable marvels of this kind are called Adbuddha-dharma. 12. Upadesa. 1. The Luanyi exegesis responds to questioners and explains the why. Furthermore, it broadly explains the meanings. Example of Sthavaranyupadesa. Thus, the Buddha spoke of 4 truths. Which are these truths? The 4 noble truths. What are these 4? The noble truth of suffering, its origin, its cessation, and the path that leads to it. That is Anupadesa. What is the noble truth of suffering? The 8 kinds of suffering. Suffering of birth, etc. What is the suffering of birth? In each place where a being is born, he experiences suffering. Exchanges such as these and answers broadly explaining the meaning are called Yupoti Icho. Example of Mahayana Upadesa. Again, in the Mahayana, the Buddha spoke of the 6 perfections. What are these 6 perfections? They go from the perfection of generosity up to the perfection of wisdom. What is the perfection of generosity? The perfection of generosity is of 2 kinds. 1. Complete. 2. Incomplete. What is complete perfection of generosity? That which is joined to the perfection of wisdom and which is obtained by the bodhisattva who has reached the 10th abode is said to be complete. What is incomplete perfection of generosity? As long as the bodhisattva who, for the first time has produced the mind of Bodhi, has not obtained the conviction that dharmas do not arise, his perfection of wisdom is not joined to the perfection of wisdom and is said to be incomplete. In regard to the following perfections, up to and including the perfection of dhyana, there are similar upadesas. As for the perfection of wisdom, it is complete if it possesses the power of skillful means. It is incomplete if it does not possess it. 2. Moreover, the following are also called upadesa. A. The commentaries given by the Buddha. B. The sutras explained by Mahayana. C. The teachings given in accordance with the Dharma by worldly individuals up to the period of the counterfeit Dharma. Final comments. The passage of the Prajnaparamita Sutra commented on here spoke of the bodhisattva wishing to hear the 12-membered speech of the Buddha whether or not this speech has been heard by the Sravakas. Actually there is the speech of the Buddha not heard by the Sravakas. Speech not heard by the Sravakas. 1. Sometimes, the Buddha preached the Dharma only to bodhisattvas and there were no Sravakas there to hear. 2. Transforming himself by the power of his superknowledges, the Buddha often went to universes accessible to one person only and preached the Dharma there. 3. The Buddha preached the Dharma to the gods of the desire realm and to the gods of the form realm, and as there are no Sravakas there, the latter did not hear him. Question. But there are arhats endowed with the 6 superknowledges and when the Buddha preaches, even if they are not there, they can hear him with the divine ear and see him with the divine eye. If they really know things of the past by means of the memory of their earlier existences, how then would they not have heard the Buddha? Answer. The power of the abhijnas of the Sravakas does not extend that far, that is why they do not hear him. Gandhavaya. Moreover, when the Buddha preached the Pokayo Suryikiyatiyo